Alright, going live. Now. That's the 2 camera. Gobot off. Let's do this, ladies and gents. And it's round 1. The leftovers versus the Pink Misters. Pink Misters on Rehab, on the defense. Lasers on, sights on, pistol round only, round 1.
2 shots off mid coming in. There's already 3 peeking mid. Pink is able to get 2, and so is the other team is able to get 2 as well. Already pushing in towards left side here. Coming in
though,
really,
holding
really
sight
hard.
like the B site. Gaff coming around on him. No. Gaff now the solo colonist, but he gets taken down.
Oh. Wow. Okay, I have to get used to these controls here. This is different. I'm not used to this.
Round starting. Get ready.
The Pink Misters holding round 1. We saw that Garth had the puck, though. You can see on the UI, Kung Fu Snail, what a name, holding the puck right now. He's the guy.
Is there a way for you to see the players? Is there a button for that one?
Are you using a controller, sir, or are you using a mouse keyboard?
Mouse keyboard.
I don't know. There is a button, but I don't know what the button
You
is.
use controller for this?
Yes.
Oh, you're insane. Well, you're insane. As one ends up getting dropped here, VA and towards center ends up getting dropped. This other one's going to be able to get ready to peek it out.
Looks like a side A push from leftovers.
Slow peek coming in, doesn't even realize one is coming from ramps here and ends up getting down.
Round loss.
Just like that, another round to Rehab.
The Pink Misters there holding down A site with just 2 people cutting down almost the entire team of leftovers. And then by the time the sole defender there got cut down, the retake had already started. Pink Misters were already all over it.
Retake has already started coming into this. On the scroll wheels. Okay, so I'm learning the controls here. I'm learning the controls. I need a minute, but I'm learning. One's holding this hard right coming into this. Nade comes out. I don't know.
A push.
Oh! I didn't know 2 are going to be coming from. A side. Looks like A side's going to get dropped as well. Pink is going to be able to find him. Question is, can he get the second? Yes, he can! Pink!
Kung Fu Snail has the puck. He can get the scan going, but he's 1 against 3. If he's going to get the scan going, he needs to do it now and put himself in a defensive position. You can see he's actually panicking a little bit. He's trying to put the marbles in, get the scan and start in the order. He's fumbled it a few times. He can hear footsteps coming.
Oh,
it's too late.
Boy. Wow. Look at that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, all right.
Wow, I mean, like a good scanner can get those marbles aligned and get the scan going in about 2 seconds flat. As you can see there, he was fumbling, trying to get the scan started as he hear the footsteps coming up towards him.
So define me. So tell me exactly how do you plan it?
Right, so you get the puck, you hold it near, you have to be very close to the artifact within like a bubble, the visible bubble you can see. You turn the puck upside down and then you see blue marbles. And what you have to do is align the green marble to the pink marble, and the pink marble keeps moving around from one marble to another. And you have to do that in a order until you've touched all the marbles against each other. But if you hit a marble against the wrong color marble, if that makes sense, and they're all moving around as well at the same time, then it resets and you have to start all over again. So, how good a job I described it. It's one of those. It's very, once you see it once, you'll be able to, like, oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. But trying to describe that without context is pretty hard. We see Fit It now. Close range. Guff here's incoming. AK at close range versus the AC9 Pro. The AC9 Pro coming out on top, as you'd expect it to, as the AK is predominantly a long-range weapon in this game.
Players pushing up mid right here, trying to stay in just like that. Honest. Eliminated again. 4-0. Tough start for the Colonists, but there is a possibility for them to come back. They have to play to their advantage and what they're used to right now.
I mean, I'd say Sooner predominantly is a defensive map. Like, it's a map that favors the defense. However, every time I say that, you see the real top level teams turn the colonist attack and somehow use that. Like, even though I'd say this favors defense, it seems to favor attackers at the top end. We'll see if when leftovers swap over, if they manage to survive that long, whether they can hold the defense against the Pink Misters. Once again, it's the first, once both teams accumulatively get to 10 points, they swap over. The attackers become the defenders become the attackers, and it's the first team to get to 11 points takes the map.
Looks like it might be a slow stay. That beautiful long shot coming in. It looks like one of them was inside of the crate as well. It looks like one of the sites is open. It looks like that's B side. B side's left side, right?
Right. Right side. Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking, it's the east side. Side B, east. But I mean, right now, they're real slow pink. The leftovers can't believe the luck. They don't realize how open it is. They're slow.
Yeah, they don't realize how open. Gonna have to slow cross this as one is gonna get dropped from other side.
So what's really important, if you look at the UI right now, you can see that none of the leftovers are carrying the scan puck. And the problem with it is, if you find player 10 on the minimap, if you go to Kung Fu Snail, he's dead in the middle. And you can actually see the puck on the floor. You see a blue laser coming out from it. And the defenders know this. The pink.
Oh, they don't realize that Cosmotron is sitting in mid, looking right. They don't realize it. Cosmo is able to get the first one. Can he get the second? He's going to peek out. He's going to be able to push and get aggressive on this other player on the back. And Cosmo is going to drop the second in mid. Didn't even realize he's sitting in back right side and just sitting in a very safe space.
Cutting the middle of the map in half. Now, the important thing about the puck is they're going to win. Like, the defenders are going to win because they can just hold this puck. And Vendetta can do nothing. Either he kills all of the players, but it's impossible. He can't do a scan. So with 10 seconds left on the clock, he's got no choice here. He can't possibly win this. And you can see the Rayab team just holding that puck, defending it, stopping anyone coming from it. And if they stop anyone getting that puck, they can't get a scan, and therefore they're just going to win by default.
Oh, wow. This is very interesting, though, everything.
Vendetta there, you could see the lack of experience shining through. He was tucked in, expecting a counterattack, but the counterattack was irrelevant. Time is against you when you're on the colonists. Until you get that scan in, you've got 2 minutes to make something happen. You can't sit there and wait for the world to come to you. As the colonist, you have to be the attacker until you get the scan in.
I'm curious if there's ever been players that have struggled to really get the scan going. It looks like they're going to do a very slow push on the mid. 4 people in mid. They got 1 player, Vendetta. No. Actually, 1 player looks like he's going to be going mid. Everybody else looks like he's going to be going A site. Looks like they're going to try to plant this out. Nobody's peeking mid except for Cosmo in the very far back side here. He's going to have to play this to the advantage. Nade throws out towards center. Looks like he might be able to hit FN here, but it looks like he's not able to. Cosmo still looking all the way down mid here. Doesn't realize he's on ramp again and ends up getting dropped. Question is, can Hector be able to find that person and go for the revenge? Nade gets thrown. Question is, does Hector know? No.
2 on Feather, the only side B defender. If they can cut him down, the leftovers can charge in and get a scan going, but they're pushing in so slowly. The retake, everyone's able to reorganize on the defense, and they're slowly pushing in, cutting down this attack in their own time.
There goes Feathers. That ends up getting dropped. That means FN's gonna have to peek this out on top here. Gonna be on top of it. The question is he gonna be able to find it? No, his player Nessie actually ends up finding. No, Garth ends up finding it. Question is, can Kung Fu Snail be able to clutch this? He's able to get 1. There's 1 up top and there's 1 towards left side. He might be able to catch this and peeks. Nessie peeks out, and nope, Nessie's able to drop that. Say, see you later, buddy. That's not your round, buddy.
In a situation like that where it's 1 versus 2, he had to cross the open ground and he had no utility to do so. The only way you cross that open ground against a team who's know what they're doing is with a lot of utility, predominantly smokes, to cover your push. As you saw there, as he started to push out, he got cut down and it was almost for free because there's so many spots he has to cover. The defender only has to cover 1. Renee going out, not finding Vendetta. Is it a...
Hector peeking mid. FN might be able to go for the retake here. Question is Cosmo's all the way back down mid yet again. Holding that far back left side. Looks like they're going to choose not to peek. This is probably the smartest move here. Cosmo has not really lost a round towards this middle section here.
Cosmo, the king of the center. This is my land. You come here,
definitely king of it.
To take it. So far, nobody able to do so.
Oh, Nessie with a beautiful elimination all the way down towards that middle section, towards that right section of B site. Looks like Garf is going to try to see if he can do something here. Was already able to get a nice drop here. FN throwing out the nade. See if that one clutches. Doesn't realize how far he actually is. Garf is already in the inside. Very close.
The scanner, though. I mean, look, he's got almost no health. He doesn't have the scanner. Garf can't do anything from here. Vendetta is the guy with the puck right now in the center ground. And once again, he's freezing up. He's listening to footsteps. He can hear an enemy near him. But he's got 38 seconds to get a scan going, and it's 2 versus 4.
2 versus 4. Not the best place that you need to be right now.
30 seconds
As the flashes start to come in here. Larson's going to peek out. He's able to get the drop, though. Vendetta. He's able to get something here. So let's see if he can check it.
He's got 20
Doesn't have time,
seconds left. Dabier, what's he going to do? 18 seconds. He's going to cross that middle ground. Cosmo, once again,
Cosmo
the king
again.
of the center, baby. He doesn't.
King of center.
This is my ground. What aren't you getting about this leftovers? You need to defeat the Cosmo before you take the middle ground. Until you see that kill, until you see that Cosmo is dead, do not go in the center. It's a death place. Don't go there.
Cosmo runs that center, and he's like, listen, if you're going to have to want this center, you're going to have to get to the goodness, and I'm the goodness. I am that man for the job. I don't know if you know this, but you will by the end of this game. And clearly, like I said, we're seeing new teams, like I said, and clearly Cosmo is definitely one that we need to pay attention to.
Vendetta putting some shots on Cosmo, though.
Ooh, does he want that payback, though? Nope. Cosmos is going to be able to shut it down, but Garth coming in with absolute... Garth, come on, buddy. I mean, you know he's there.
The pre-fire, so important. Trying to get those nades out into key positions. The only way you're going to defeat defenders is come out firing, especially if you've got momentum. Okay, 2-ton feather is down. If they can get smokes on, they can get a plant going, but...
Ooh, Cosmo's officially downed. As Nessie's able to get the elimination pickup off of Nessie. It's now a 1v1. Question is, can Kung Fu's... Oh! The falling elimination from FN!
Drop shot, you love to see it, and then he throws his gun away like, hey, I don't even need this.
That was disgusting.
Round starting.
I love seeing drop shots. It's my favorite thing. My new favorite thing, drop shots in Vail.
I need to see a first-person perspective of that one. That would be insane if we could be able to clutch that up, because that's just insane coming into this. Now it looks like it's going to be going for the same push here as a 2-ton actually ends up getting dropped by a 4-man peeking this. Going all the way to A side here. FN is kind of by himself currently here.
Leftovers like need to get momentum, though. They've created a hole. They need smokes on this cross. They need to get across and get the scan going. The problem is they take a kill and then they slow right down. They don't have method of action.
There goes the smokes.
They own this site right now. There are 4 of them on it. They have to know that. All right, Pixelatia. The guy with the puck. Right, here comes the scan. Bring it.
Scan is done. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have our first scan here, and now time is going to start ticking as Cosmo is going to be coming straight from mid. Is going to see if maybe he can peek from Vendetta. Vendetta actually not knowing exactly where he is, but no, comes the trade from one of the other players as well, as Nessie ends up going down as well.
Look at Pixel. He's just hidden back here. He just needs to stay alive. That's all he has to do is stay alive.
Pixel just needs to keep this alive. Goes for the beautiful flash here. Is able to blind Nessie, but doesn't matter. Because Larson comes through with that support regardless of the flash, ends up doing a really, really good job of that, and just ends up shutting it down, sadly.
And that right there is teamwork, baby.
That is teamwork, but good job from them finally being able to get on site, is able to get that elimination, and they did a pretty good job of finally getting a good execution. Now, they just need to do that about 8 more times.
Well, actually, you're absolutely right. This is the last round they have as the attackers. If they finally get their act together just as it comes to an end, that's just going to be just horrible irony. Because this is the last round as the colonists. After this, they're going to be Rayab, they're going to be the defenders. We're going to see if the Pink Misters can transition their excellent defense into an excellent offense.
Gonna be interesting to see where this goes here, but man, they done that job, and it looks like they're possibly going to go for the same peak as well. It's going to have to play this one smart here, but this is where the fun starts to begin here, ladies and gentlemen, as now, how are they going to be able to clutch this up here? We've got 2-ton still in the same back far left side. Tactful. It's going to be able to keep this with a lot of confidence, though. A lot of confidence knowing that it could be 1v1 situation as 2-ton drops them, but no, Pixel coming back with that trade.
But it's 4 versus 2. Finhit has almost no health, so 1 bullet. And there it is, a single bullet, all needed to put him down. Now it's 3 versus 2, but Cosmo, in an unexpected position, punishing Pixeletta.
10 zip coming in. That is unfortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the switch.
Just a reminder, this is now a pistol-only round.
Round starting.
With the leftovers. Now on Rayab as the defenders. But they need to hold 11 rounds in a row to take this map. whereas the pink misters only have to take a single round to take the map. Like a 3-2 split with 2 in the center, going to be going up against Kung Fu Snail versus 2 on Feather and Fixin' Bit.
Looks like this one's going to be an interesting splat as well coming into this, as Nessie is going to be the confidence booster that's going to peek this out, and Cosmo, and then we're going to be able to shut that down. Obviously you saw the confidence coming in from their defending side. I'm not surprised at the confidence from their attacking side. It's just absolutely lethal, as Larsh and Cosmo up top. FN and 2-Ton is going to be able to get this going here with the easy scan. Pixel and Garf, looks like they're going to have to go through the rotation here.
Wow, they own this site right now. Cosmo are now getting the scan.
They own this. They own this. This is one of those teams in terms of communication. This is the team we're definitely going to be watching out for. We're probably going to be calling a lot of their clutches many times here. As 2-Ton's going to be hiding inside of this. Here comes the flash coming into this.
Now,
or actually, that's a smoke.
In this match is that we haven't seen a single nade kill.
Oh, no.
I think. Usually you see like at least one around. Right now, 2 versus 3 times running out for the disable on the scan, though. About 20 seconds left. Goth and Pixel Latia don't have any choice but to push. First
they don't realize 2-Ton is sitting there in that corner. Don't even pay attention to it, as Garth is able to clutch this up, and Cosmo is able to shut that down as well. Unfortunate coming into this is Cosmo. Obviously, the playmaker you could see before. Man,
holding the center ground again. He didn't have the most kills. You know what? Finn Height with 14 kills on the Pink Misters. Cosmo had 13 kills. Nessie with 12. Last Blum with 10. 2-on-2 Feather with 5. So, great kill spread. Cosmo, again, like the MVP holding the center ground, but, you know, there were some other heroes on his team as well, which we didn't give any credit to, or enough credit to. But
now, the question is, has anybody actually, like, had a hard time with, clutching, like, in terms of, like, did they not know how to defuse?
You see some people kind of trying to figure it out. I mean, but listen, once they've done it once, it's easy enough to do. Diffusing, you just grab the puck, you just have to hold it there. The scan's the only real complicated bit. So, I'd hope that anyone going at the, doing this as a qualifier at this point would know how to disable the scan. But again, it's super intense because when you're doing it under fire, right? You've got one hand on the puck disabling and one hand on your gun, hoping to hold the line.
That was impressive coming into this, and that was fun to watch, actually.
Absolutely. A completely one-sided smash. I mean, that's what you don't know what, like I said, we don't know what we're getting into as it opens up. But after the first rounds, that's when you get the winners and the losers. You know, then the next round, it's going to be the winner versus the winner. So hopefully the next match we get to spectate will be much closer.
We're going to have a good vibe and a good time here as we log in for that first game, though. Really, really fun. Now I'm getting it. Because I was struggling at first. I was like, movement. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I was like, I'm kind of struggling with this part and this. And then once I figured out the camera movement and then how to see the names, then I was like, okay, now we're cooking. Now we're getting somewhere.
Right, I'm going to cut us to an intermission while I try and hunt for a game that's still ongoing. Bear with us, there might be games to watch still. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.